Yes, 1,000 shares of biometrics. They make this amazing arm. It's like a bionic arm. 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares. Exactly. Just go for broke. Do 2,000 shares of. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, hello. Sorry, got carried away. Hey, how are you guys? Everything cool? Like the view? Isn't it amazing what green screens can do? That's fantastic. Look, these are not real glasses. Nice, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, it is 1 something here on the west coast of Los Angeles, California. It is a beautiful day. It's going to be, they said about 70, 75 the whole week, which is going to be fantastic. Wish I could go play. Well, soon. How you guys doing? We've got some amazing shows coming up. Where is my here? Look at this. We've got the Veterans Militia. They're coming up tomorrow on the show. We've got Kirill. He's the captain of the Russian Legion. He'll be up on the show next after them. Mattis Johansson from Sweden, but now lives in America. And on Friday, we have our Foldagap show. We've got some major players from Foldagap. They'll be hanging out with us and chatting about the Super Bowl of paintball. That's going to be some amazing shows coming up. And speaking of amazing shows, I'm sure you've heard about this amazing cat. His arm has been all over Facebook. Now, him and his arm. He's a super cool cat. I got a chance to actually help him, meet him, chat with him, and you're going to be able to do the same. You're going to be able to see how cool a cat this guy is. So you guys know that when I do my show, it's all about the community. I could talk for 3 hours about MagFed or Pump or whatever you want, but you know that all my shows are based around the community and the people in the community. I'm very blessed and very fortunate to be able to be in the position I am and to be able to have created what I created along with Mark. Thanks, Mark. For me to be able to give back to the community, give back to our sport. And this is another one of those special shows that I've been looking forward to. He's a really cool cat, and he's a great. He's got a big heart. He's just a great guy, and you're going to see what I'm seeing in the guy. Yeah, his name is Nick, and I'm going to bring him up. Hold on 1 second. And hey, Nick, that's all the time we have, so I'll see you later. What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing great.
Wait, what's that? What do you do? What?
I just got this arm.
All right, cool.
Been working for.
Okay, well, listen, calm down. I don't want you to break anything, so just put it down. All right, cool. So yeah, if you guys have seen or if know, Nick is he has a prosthetic, a bionic arm, and he's actually controlling that. You know what? I'm not going to do it any justice. He's going to talk about it, but we're not going to talk about it yet. Okay. All we're going to talk about right now is you, because for the next hour or whatever, this is your life. This is all about you. This is for the community to get to know how cool of a cat you are. All right.
I'm excited to tell you guys.
All right.
My journey.
Nice. Okay. So first off, you're from Green Bay, Wisconsin?
Correct. I was born and raised in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
I'm guessing by your appeal, your look here, that it's something German or Swedish background.
Irish and Italian.
No, I lose. Irish and Italian?
Yeah, 50-50 pretty much.
In Wisconsin? I thought that there was like hearty stock of these people from Sweden and Germany, and don't you know?
We moved a lot. I don't know. We
all right. So you moved a lot. So but you were born in Wisconsin.
Correct.
Okay. Is it the north of Wisconsin that says that? Don't you know?
That must be farther up north. I don't know.
Almost like Canada, probably.
That must be a Canada thing.
Exactly. Okay, cool. So where do we start? Where are we starting our journey? You started in Green Bay, right? You were born in Green Bay?
Yeah, I was born in Green Bay.
Well, let me guess. How old when this mugshot happened?
I was probably 7, maybe, in that photo. That was probably middle school, elementary school. I would imagine elementary school.
Dude, that looks like 17. What are you talking about?
No, I mean, let's see if I can put my face. Yeah, definitely. I must have been probably. Yeah, it definitely looks like a elementary school photo of me.
Yeah, that was cool. Listen, you just even then seemed like a nice kid. You were never a bully, right?
No, I definitely was never, absolutely never a bully.
No, were you always like a big kid?
I was definitely big. I was bigger than everybody. I was the biggest guy ever.
So, listen, you're the biggest guy, and you didn't take advantage of it, and you weren't a bully, right?
No, I don't know. I sometimes wish I was smaller, but.
No, but you're a cool kid. Okay, so the family, you told us about the lineage. They get together. They have you, and you're in Green Bay, and that's it. You start to grow up, and you go to what, high school in Green Bay, and. What was your kind of like your? Some kids were playing with Legos. Some kids were like, shooting guns, fishing. What was kind of your focus in life when you were like a kid?
So initially, as a kid, say like elementary school, I started playing basketball. I got on the basketball team. Being tall, big guy, it worked great. And then, but I guess as high school rolled around, I don't know. I definitely always loved firearms. I don't know. I'm a gun lover, especially in the state of Wisconsin. Laws here are very appropriate, and so yeah, that was I turned 18, and I got my first shotgun, and 21, got my first handgun. I really love guns. That was what my fascination.
So you're kind of like you were basically an outdoorsy guy. And and with the big tattoos, look at this, man.
Good times, bad times with the faces on the leg.
Dude, look at you, man. You're like killing it.
That photo is literally a month before when I turned 24, I lost my left arm. Yeah, that photo was literally, so that's like probably one of the last photos before I lost my arms. That's a photo of me that I don't know. I bought this little boat that I could tow around with my Impala, a car I owned, and I went out on this lake, and it was I had a little trolling motor, and it was a little 2-seater. I restored it. It towed it around, painted it. I like kayaking too. Kayaking's pretty fun.
Well, let me ask you a question. Was that the bait that was on there? Was that the bait, or is that the bait, or is that what you caught?
That's what I caught. That was just a little rocky out there.
Okay. What? Did you throw it back, or did you eat that? Was that like
no? You don't eat that. And that definitely. I mean, I wouldn't eat that. I know that people you can, but I wouldn't. I'm not. No. And honestly, I think I don't know. We get some cold winters up here. I don't know if there's fish in that water anymore.
Oh, interesting. What was the name of the lake?
I think it's Lily Lake. I'm pretty sure that's where it's at. Where lake I was at.
Nice, that's cool. And you are an outdoorsman, I see.
Oh yeah, I definitely love bonfires. Making big possible. That's a party type guy.
Nice, dude. That's cool. And
peace.
Let me see what I got here. You really you like to make yourself at home in front of audiences. I see. Yes.
So that was I was back working at Culver's at the time, and me and all the crew members went out to Buffalo Wild Wings, and we were just having a grand old time, getting a little bit loose and doing that hot wing challenge.
Nice. And it's nice. It's good. And you apparently you love your adult beverages. Yes.
I mean, it's very much so. There's definitely Blue Moon and all the good different flavors out there. Corona, Heineken, Bud Light, Spotted Cow.
That's cool.
That's my flavors.
It's cool. I mean, listen, you've got the body for it. I don't have that, man. We did an international beer show the other day, and I had a little bit, and I was like, whoa! Like, so you probably can handle a couple more than I can, right?
I mean, I used to drink a lot more. I don't too much drink too much. I'm a lightweight real now. I don't know. It seems like 3 or 4, and I'm gone.
Three or four that size. Oh my God.
Well,
I would be under the ground gone. That's how.
suppose that's where the. I feel like I always said that's where the heritage Irish and Italian came in.
I got
We
it.
could drink.
I got it. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 4 older brothers. I don't have any sisters.
4 older brothers. All right. And was that a big influence in your life?
I would. Yes. It was a big influence. We were all 2 years apart. It definitely created. Gave me a backbone. That's for sure.
That's true. That's true. Listen, a lot of times with the like the older brother or something like that, there's like maybe the influence of cars, guns, music, that kind of thing. Is that where you got a lot of your influences from?
No, my influence just kind of naturally came. My brothers didn't have, or my family or anybody didn't really have anything to kind of really do with why. Actually, they probably, if anything, they didn't really like the fact that I don't know, going out and I don't know. At one point, I got into street racing after I lost my arm.
Yeah.
That just a period of time where I didn't really have an outlet. I could touch more, on that in a little bit, but no. So like that, people didn't really like the fact that, hey, why do you need a gun? Why do you need a new gun? Why do you need a new gun? It's like, what? I'm upgrading. I'm selling this, 380, 357 revolver so that I can go get the Ruger 45 or something,
Wow, dude. That is like amazing. Especially you said in Wisconsin, it's like completely legal. There's no like background checks or something. I mean, like a 5-year-old can go buy a gun, or how does it work?
I don't know. The laws there's a lot of laws that have changed, but at the current moment, from my understanding, which I'm pretty sure is right, is the fact that a shotgun, you walk out the door, the background paperwork can come in 15, 30 minutes. Same with the assault rifle. Handguns, it could take up to 2 or 3 days, but that they also lenient, which is surprising to me. Being a 100%, what is it? The gun right supporting group, the NRA people.
Right.
I 100% love the rules on guns. The fact that you can get them so quickly with the background checks, that they do the research and they get back to you. I mean, it goes to the ATF and everybody.
Right.
They definitely look at you to make sure you can own a gun.
Nice.
But I guess where it comes back to play is it's the paperwork. I feel like it should take like a week. I think that, and what's a week? If you're going to go spend, I don't know. To me, $1,000 is an incredible amount of money. I don't know. Even though I spend it on a paintball gun, I guess.
Right.
I mean, not on a setup altogether, maybe, but either way around, I just think that it should take a little bit longer period of time.
I agree.
And I'm 100% give everybody, not really give everybody one, but
I agree.
I'm saying there should still be. And then the buying and selling of guns in Wisconsin, it's not in every state. Here I could just hand it to you, and that's the legal bill of sale. There's no paperwork needed, and if the cop stops you, you could just tell the gun will be registered to me, and you could just be like, "He's my buddy. I bought it from him," and the cop won't ask any further questions as long as the gun doesn't come back reported stolen. And then
dude. Okay, we should do a whole show on this, you guys.
Sorry.
This is it's fascinating to me. I just didn't know. I'm not, the only thing I own is a Mossberg. I don't know what it is. I own a shotgun. That's all. Yes, but don't worry about it. All right. So was this your birthday?
Yes, that would have been. I couldn't even imagine. Probably in my 20s, I would think.
Dude, you raked it. Was any paintball gear in there?
No, I don't even remember what it was in there really.
No, don't worry about it. Okay. And then you have any nephews, grandkids? I mean, anything? Do you have any? Who is this? Who is
that? That's my brother Nate, his son, that's Carter. My brother had him just a year ago, or my brother's girlfriend or wife had him. I don't know. He just, yeah, it was. I don't. I would thought it was crazy because I was holding like I always wondered how I'd be able to hold a child. I didn't want to do it with someone else's child, and so I did it with my brother's kid.
Yeah.
And I was like, and that's where he was helping me hold him. And I don't. He's just such a sweetheart. If you look at the photo, like I don't know, he's one, and you can just see like the facial and the cheeks and everything.
Right.
I don't know. It makes me excited to.
Wow.
For the future of my kids.
Fantastic. And
I don't have, but
this pissed off guy. Who's this pissed off guy?
that is not an angry guy. That guy has his mouth is wired shut.
What?
And his arm is attached to his body, but it is paralyzed, dislocated out of socket, and that is after the accident, after I started recovering.
Wow. So, okay, so let's not jump into that. Where'd you go? Oh, you ran off. Are you there? Oh no. You guys, we spent, Nick contacted me last night about 11 o'clock my time, right? And I go, dude, what are you still doing up? He goes, I'm trying to work on my, he first, because we did like a demo run and we did like, we used his phone and his phone was like, then we used his tablet. It's not updated. Then we tried to use his iPad, his computer, and that wasn't really working. So this morning at 7 my time, you guys know I'm a tech. I logged into his computer and I started going, figuring out everything like that. And we got him up on Chrome, and we were able to get him in and get things organized. And I said, okay, make sure it's not wired, make sure it's connected, make sure everything's cool. And he's like, yeah. So we spent like about 3 hours to make sure we can get him on the show. I don't know what happened, but we'll see. I guess I can do a magic trick if you watch. Watch. I can disappear. I'm just joking. So we've got some special things for him too. We've got a bunch of some people popping up. Oh, now he's calling me on my phone. Hey, you want to finish the interview on my phone?
No. What happened was my computer said it had 15% power. I thought I'd be fine, but then it immediately died on me. I can literally go right back on right now. I'm plugged in. I'm powered up. I can link right back on right now.
We're waiting for you. I've run out of songs to sing, so we're waiting for you.
I'm back right this second.
Okay.
I'm coming in right now.
Okay, bye. Here he comes. And that's it. Back. And if you didn't understand that part, the whole thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, look who's back. Hey.
Yeah. So what just happened there was my computer was like, you got 15% power. And I'm like, oh, okay, 15%, we're good. But this must be taking a little bit. So I had to plug it in and it shut down.
Welcome back. Okay.
But yeah, that was that picture though. That was definitely that was a struggle period of time. I didn't at that moment. Literally, so we could start that there. That would be a good starting point.
Well, hang on a second. Before we start, I still got some backstory to do. Hold on a second, okay?
Okay.
So, we've got the growing up. Everything's cool. The brothers, everybody's going about their life. You decide you're going to be like a what is it called? A militia guy and have a whole of stuff and rule the world and whatever. And fishing is fantastic. You got the boat. You got the what was the car you said? You had a what?
I had Impala is what I had, but
Impala?
when I got into the street racing specifically, I had a Mitsubishi Eclipse with a V6. Dude. The big V6 that was slapstick in it. And at that point,
did you have the boat on the trailer with the Mitsubishi when you were drag racing?
No, that were two separate times.
Okay.
With the boat was that one time with the Impala. But,
all right.
The Mitsubishi didn't last me too long. It got wrecked out twice in three weeks. Sorry, and I definitely regret street racing. It wasn't the best decision.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. All right.
Not really regretted it. It was a lot of fun. It's an adrenaline rush, but paintball is the same, and that's what I love about paintball.
Okay, so tell us about the accident. Tell us what happened.
So the accident, March 24th, 2013. I was leaving work at the time. I worked at A&W, which was located, no more than like 10 miles, 15 miles from my house. At an apartment, I doing very well for myself. I had a car, a moped. I had my Impala. But unfortunately, the day of the accident, I took my moped. I was leaving work, and somehow I lost control of my moped, and I struck a steel pole. I don't know how it occurred. There was no exact witness to it. There were people who came out of their houses and saw me laying there. But either way around, so I don't know how the accident happened. I was leaving work. Somehow lost control of the moped. The thing is there was a three-way, so it was like, did I get hit by a car, or did I just lose control of the moped? Luckily, right. I was wearing a motocross helmet, which saved my life. Which let me grab it. I would really like to grab it right here.
Yeah, of course.
Just to show it to you.
All right. Yeti, hold on a second. We're going to get you in a minute.
So this is the exact helmet that I was wearing the day of the accident, and it literally saved my life.
Holy shit! Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
The goggles, but
right. It's a Bell, right?
What's that?
It's a Bell helmet.
It's a DOT approved. I mean, it was up to date.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. I used to ride. That's why I'm asking. Okay.
So it's a HJK helmet.
Okay. So you get hit, and did it affect your head with an even?
So initially, lose control, somehow, get hit. I strike a steel pole. I hit head first, shoulder second.
Oof.
I fractured my skull in the front, in the back. I fractured my eye sockets. I broke cheekbones, and I ripped off my jaw on both sides. I have 2 metal plates, one on either side of my jaw. I had to have it wired shut for a period of 3 months. And I had a broken, dislocated, paralyzed left arm. And I also had 4 broken ribs and bleeding in the brain, which is where I was put into an induced coma to reduce the bleeding. So approximately 3 to 4 weeks later, I woke up, and it was really rough. Just to describe to you the situation that I woke up into was laying in a hospital bed, not knowing where I'm at, anything. It's not like, what day is it? You just don't even know.
Wow.
You're like, what? And then I had my mouth wired shut because I broke my jaw off. So I had a breathing tube inserted into my neck.
Wow.
You can see the scar mark right there. Because I was in a coma, obviously. And I just woke up, and it was sheer just terror. I remember describing it to myself as like Saw 6, like a movie out of Saw 6, like just a torture scene. I was like you're just in your own mind. I physically couldn't move. I lost over 100 pounds of muscle mass.
Wow.
So I couldn't walk. I couldn't lift my arm that worked. I had to learn how to breathe again. Because I was on a ventilator for a period of time, and so when I was on this ventilator, I got a feeding tube in my stomach, a ventilator in my neck. I have compression cups on my legs that are keeping pressure because I can't walk or move or get out of bed because there's no muscle. So I'm just pretty much a vegetable coming out at that point. I was a little incoherent. I could only write to people that because I couldn't talk, especially with a breathing machine. But it was. I tried. I guess a panic set in, and I tried getting out of there. Like I woke up like day 2, and I couldn't move. I couldn't. Everything's hooked up to me, all these wires and stuff, and I if I used gravity to just try dragging my leg over the side of the bed, and like I don't know what I was thinking. There was no, you're not thinking. It's scary. You don't know. You're like, what? Just the what? What? I don't know what. I don't remember. I don't know nothing. I don't remember nothing. I don't know. I remember what now I've seen in forensic photos and stuff like that, due to the fact that they closed down the road. But it was so that that was definitely
Dude, how long were you in the hospital?
I was in the hospital probably a total of a month. But no, what I was getting at there, sorry, my ADD stopped me. My ADHD, sorry. What I was getting at there is I ripped out everything. So when I tried running, I didn't try running. I just pulled my leg out. I just didn't know what was up. I didn't know. I got a breathing machine breathing for me, and I'm just like, I gotta go, fly or flight. So I tried getting up, and that's my goal. That was my idea, was to try getting up and get out of there. I hit the floor so hard. They like, I guess they rope you down. They took a little blanket with ropes on either side because I obviously couldn't really move anyways. Wow. And so they just tied that above me, and they were just like, "You're not going to go nowhere for the next couple of days, are you?" Just to make sure, Wow. And I was like, "Oh, I got it. I learned my lesson," because they had to wake up everything.
Dude,
it was pretty funny.
So for like a month plus, you were in the hospital in this condition.
Yeah, I was in the ICU for I was in the induced coma for about 3 weeks, and then I went to rehab.
Yeah.
From that point, and that rehab, that was a tricky part. Just like almost everything, a lot of things I've had. There was nobody to. Yes, I had rehab people there, but sometimes people want you to get better, which I understand. So they're not trying to put too much pressure onto you, and I absolutely understand that. But I like to sometimes, I guess, I try pushing myself a little bit harder and harder and harder. And so I didn't really know what my goals were. For example, they wanted me to get off this breathing machine. They're like, you need to get off this breathing machine or we're going to have to send you to Milwaukee to assisted living house that has breathing machines. And because we can't just have you on a breathing machine here for long term. And they're like, you're going to have to get off this. You're going to have, we're going to take it away from you and you'll slowly learn how to breathe again. It's kind of like drowning, but opposite because you're trying to breathe. It's a panic attack and you just feel like you're drowning. Either way around, I told them, I tested it out. They took it away. I said, give it back. Took it away. I said, give it back. And I finally told them, I said, if you want me to get off this machine, take it away and don't give it back.
Wow.
I'm going to ask for you. I'm going to tell you I need it. I'm going to be in a panic attack. I'm going to be begging for you even though I can't speak. I'm going to be pressing this little call button, but don't give it to me. And that's what I wrote to them on the paper, and they did it. And that's how I got off of it.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's a lot of, that's just one challenge but sometimes the easiest way is that way.
I agree, dude. You have a lot of you have a lot of intestinal fortitude. You have a lot of willpower. A lot of you know what? Some people would give up. Some people would just say, put me in the home. That's it. You said no. So congratulations, brother. Good job on that.
I appreciate that. You know, unfortunately, there was some statistical numbers that I heard about amputee victims and the struggle people go trauma victims and especially I know personally it's been 7 years for me, and I went through many different stages, and yeah, they kept telling me the doctors at least they're like you're young, you should be able to, you know if you can make it the first 48 hours you can you should have a better chance, but young being 24, but it really and at this point I use that as my point of inspiration. My accident is
Right.
literally my own point of inspiration.
Right.
I tell myself if I can come back from being in a bed
Yeah.
where I couldn't move, where I
Right.
had to learn how to walk 2 steps, where I had to it was hey, can let's just sit up out of bed today. Hey, let's make it over to the chair. Let's sit in the chair for 30 minutes today. And that was kind of another one of the challenges through the incident of losing the arm was so how long what do you want me to do next? What do you guys want me to do? You guys want me to walk down a hall? How okay, so you guys want me to walk to the bedroom door. Then they were like, okay, so they're walking me once a day. They're like, hey, let's go for a walk once a day. And I'm like, okay. And I'm super getting frustrated because it's exhausting me just because to build up the muscle again. And then I learned, it processed in my head. You guys want me to go for a walk every day. What is the goal here? And she told me, we can go for a walk anytime you want. I mean, when you're in the hospital setting, it's a 24-hour setting. I could go for a walk at 3:00 in the morning. And so what did I do? I started walking. I didn't just go once a day. I was calling the nurses so many times. They actually kind of, I mean, they enjoyed it because initially I had to have 2 nurses. Well, they didn't. They enjoyed helping me and seeing the progress, which was amazing.
Right.
Initially I had to have 2 people to make sure I didn't fall.
Right.
But then I only had to have 1. And then they just let me do it on my own while I carried my IV thing. But yeah, sometimes the hardest part I found, and then even through the last 7 years, at every situation in life, is you kind of want someone to be able to give you that answer. Like what do I got to do? What should I do? And in a health situation, it's on you. That it's on you. That's the simplest answer. Not even in a health situation, but so I was fortunate and I'm fortunate with this prosthetic and paintball, and even being here today, right now, I'm just so fortunate, just because of the fact that I get to one, be here. I'm alive from it, but just the amount of effort that was, I don't know, I put in a lot of effort, but there was a lot of people that helped me, a lot of people throughout my life.
All right. Well, listen, you're very inspirational. And again, for people that I'm always saying this, like in the paintball community, who lay in bed and go, it's too cold outside. I don't know if I'm going to go play, or, it's too far, or there's not going to be enough people at the event. And dude, you're like, fuck all that. I'm alive. I'm going to go play. I'm going to have an amazing day. So you're a really big inspiration. Let me do this. Let me bring in someone who's been hanging out waiting for a minute. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on one second.
Look forward. Hey, Yeti.
What's up, Yeti?
So,
nice.
Your headset.
Nice. Here we go. Let's see. He's smoking. What else is he doing? Yeti, are you
turning the wrong way?
Are you gonna are you gonna draw pictures and tell us what you're trying to say?
Your mic's not working.
We can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Mike's big inspiration of mine.
No, it's not working.
Help me,
Mike. Yeah, that now. Oh yeah, that'll help. Yeah, that'll good. Okay, yeah. Put it on mute. Okay. No, remember we went through this when we promoted you guys for the make your own tracks, and you were wearing your kid's headset, and it's all right. Hang on a second.
Oh, look at that.
He's getting pissed off. Hang on a second. All right.
Oh,
Nice.
shit. Ah.
Dude, I told you not to do, dude, I told you not to use any liquids around that thing. What are you doing?
Oh, God.
Oh, he look at the hand is fighting him. Jesus.
Ah.
He's fighting the hand. Oh my God. It's okay. Dude, that's a multi-million-dollar thing and you're like pouring soda on it. Yeti, how are you?
No. That's not what's going on. I'll be right. No, that's not what's going on.
Oh my God.
That's not what's happening.
All right. Yeti, where's your volume? Where's your head? I can't hear you.
Oh, shit.
Oh man. All right.
Oh, me.
Okay. Yeti, get it fixed and come back. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna show a video. Hang on a second. Yeti, can you hear
I
me?
just want to take a drink.
All right, I'm gonna put him down. All right, let's watch a quick video, okay? About let me see here. Let me go like this and that, and let's do this one here. Okay, cool. Let's do this one. Ready? Hang on.
I love this pizza.
Yay!
Hey, they got some good pizza.
I know, dude. I was told about their pizza.
Try us. You'll love us too. Gallagher Pizza is open for delivery and takeout.
I'm hungry.
4 Green Bay area locations.
Fantastic.
Man is learning what it's like to have his left arm back after 7 years of living.
Yeah, I've never been on the news before.
Giving one amputee full range once again.
I can't think of nothing better than an arm.
Nicholas after a nearly fatal crash into pier.
I lost control of my moped somehow and ended up striking a steel pole. If it wasn't for me wearing a motocross helmet, I probably wouldn't be here.
He was in a coma for about a month with a broken jaw, a fractured skull, and a paralyzed arm that was eventually amputated.
It was a benefit to have it cut off, but only because it would have got caught on things, or it could have caused a worse health situation for me.
Now he's getting a new prosthetic arm loaded with advanced technology that allows him to...
Who's this guy?
It's basically converting the signals from your brain, and when you're thinking about opening,
As you can tell, it is a workout. It's
signal.
a lot of sweat. It's definitely. I mean, it's still to this day it's a challenge, you know.
years.
So
Reality.
you know, this video, I don't know when it's exactly dated, but I got this arm a month ago.
Pulling a fishing pole and reeling it in. What am I can't even.
I could have never like. So
May Katie Anderson.
I don't even know.
Hey?
I don't even know.
All right, let me do this. So, hey, are we going to go out for pizza afterwards? Now you got me hungry.
Oh, I'm down.
Okay. All right, hold on a second. Let's see if we can get Yeti back. Yeti, how you doing? Oh, where'd you get that one? Really? You want pizza too? No? What kind of pizza do you want?
Godfathers?
Come
on.
Your audio.
Well, this is Mike. Mike is my guy.
All right,
Mike
listen.
has helped me a lot. So
Here's what we're going to do. We got someone else on hold here, okay? We know you love paintball. I know you love paintball. I played with you at Paintball Explosion at Clowns versus Zombies. I thought you were a zombie at first with your arm. I thought you were going to attack me. No. But we know how much you love paintball, and I know how much you love Clowns versus Zombies. So
how's it going?
How are you? How are you?
I'm doing good.
You guys can hear me now, right? You can hear me. Good?
I can hear you 5 times.
Good. Okay, well, this isn't as good as it. I'm sorry I'm on the run today, but Nick, I heard about it, and I want to let you know that my name is Jeff Ferguson. I'm the program coordinator for that weekend at PBX. I run the Saturday events. The Saturday, the big game at World at War, June 28th at PBX is on a Sunday. On the Saturday before, we have a MagFed tournament where we have guys come out and play, and we've had up to 40 players at times playing. Last year, we had a one-on-one tournament for cash money that guys participated in, and there were 16 players played, and it was a great time had by all. It's a big weekend at PBX. I don't know if you've ever been to it. I wanted you to know about it, and I wanted to invite you and one of your guests to come to PBX for. We'll cover your entry. We'll cover if you need rental for that Sunday game. And obviously Saturday, if you want to come on, you know what, we'll cover that also. Come on in and have fun. It's a weekend of paintball. This year, obviously, we're all kind of, PBX was open yesterday. A lot of people showed up. It was a great time. We're trying to put the waters together. Obviously, we're only 5 weeks away from that big weekend, and we're trying to make everything work for us and for everybody who wants to play. Obviously, we know we're in times now where we got to be a little bit compliant with other people's wills too, the Department of Health and people like that. So things are being worked out in the background. I want you to know that we want you to show up that weekend. And like I said, free rental, free entry. You and a friend, come on down. If you can only make Sunday, then make Sunday. That's fine. If you can come Saturday, come down Saturday too. Like I said, show up. I'm the guy who runs the pistol event and the MagFed event. It's a big deal. I mean, I think, and Reaper's been there for all of our events. This is going to be the 5th one we've done. I want to say that we've had up to 24 to 40 people at times playing, and there's been close to 50 people watching. It's a big deal. I want to invite you. I want to let you know that we want you there. You want to participate. You want to come help out. Whatever you want to do, it's the weekend's open to you.
I would 100% love to. I've never actually done MagFed. So that would be exciting to me. I'm totally on board.
All right, you're in.
As we're speaking, I had transportation sometimes can be an issue. So anybody out there want to comment to me, get at me to let me know if I'm Green Bay area, but I'm sure I can make it out there. I definitely will. And
Okay,
I love the opportunity. I appreciate.
So do me a favor, Nick, if you can go to PBX online, look for Jeff, look for me, whoever it is, just PM us and I'll get you connected with it and we'll hook you up. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, Jeff.
All right, and I'm going to be on. Nick, I think the gentleman who was on before was at both games last year, Yeti. I know we have it. I'll bet you close to 50, between 50 and 100 people come down from Wisconsin for the 2 big games at PBX every year.
And yeah, I can go into it.
Yeah.
Yeti.
Whoops. I think we lost him. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I suppose or Brent or with the Yeti squad. You're absolutely correct. I guarantee I'll make it out there.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Look us up when you get into town. Honestly, like I said, we'll hook you up. Like I said, free entry, free rental, whatever you need. I don't know what kind of gear you got. Show up Saturday. I promise you, if you want to play some MagFed, you can use my MagFed equipment.
Nice.
Okay. You can. I'll hook you up with the Renegade equipment. You can play with it. You can run around, have the time of your life.
Dude.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Jeff.
I look forward to it. I look forward to being in person. I definitely be at that event. I can't wait.
Bye, Jeff. Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, guys. So that's Jeff from Paintball Explosion in Dundee, Illinois. That's going to be for World
I love that feeling.
And World at War is going to be in June, the end of June. And I hope you guys can make it out for that. It's an amazing. I do a 3-day event. It's an amazing event. And so, congratulations, brother.
Anybody know Call of Duty? Because Paintball Explosion, they got the Call of Duty maps.
As they do. And so, listen, if you need to bring in somebody, if you want to bring in a first-time player, if you want to bring in somebody, you've got an extra guest to bring in. So that's congratulations on that.
Dude, thank you. That's
all right.
That's gonna be exciting.
All right, cool. So I don't know where Yeti is, but here in lieu of that, because we were supposed to have Yeti come on and give out some prizes and give away some make your own trackswear, but that's okay. So here's what we're going to do.
Mike really, what can I speak about Mike? Mike really
you get into this. Don't ever mention his name again. It's your banned from here. I'm just joking. Look at your face. Look at you.
I don't know what my face was even looking like. Sorry. No, just because 7 years ago I lost my arm, and so that's what. So then now, for 3 years I didn't know what to do. I got into street racing. I started just trying riskier things and whatnot. And then my cousin Andrew, Andrew up he posted up on, I believe it was How Big Is Paintball. I don't know what exact. Maybe it was F and G's, which is Yeti's page. And he asked if anybody, he has a cousin that lost an arm and was looking for help to get into the sport, and was if anybody was willing to or knew any ideas or equipment that would benefit me. And Mike specifically responded to it, and he was like, "Hey, this is awesome. Like, I don't know if I can get the going, but let me speak to a couple people." And he spoke with about a half a dozen people. There's more than a half a dozen people in the back. I mean, when you put it in the aspect of things, but yeah, and they got me. I got this a mini, and they made a lanyard like straps so that I could. We figured out how to hook up the pod packs because how are you going to reach if the pods are in back, how are you going to reach them? So one thing that was awesome is that I like to be fiercely independent. At least I try to be, and so they could understand that, and they're like, how can we get him mounted up on the field? This group of people that originated with Mike reaching out to my cousin, and my cousin posting up on a website if I would be able to play, if there's any things that would benefit me for being that I play or would like to try to start to play. I didn't know if I could do it. I don't know. I remember my first day, I had Mike and Chris and these who were the other two specifics there was a lot of people. I mean, I could name everybody, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to play paintball. And I mean, I was excited about it. I wanted to. The reason I wanted to play, I don't know, I just didn't really have a direction. I was looking for a release of energy on the weekends. Initially, I didn't think it was going to be like my Call of Duty. Like I mentioned, Call of Duty, PlayStation. I'm a PlayStation guy. I'm a gamer. But so yeah, I went out there and it was possible. And as time went on, especially with what I loved about it, and I still get the messages on Facebook. They ring back in and they say, it's like I wrote, like, I had an amazing day. The people were amazing. What I love about community, the paintball specifically, is the community, the people. It's just such a care, compassion. They want to see you do the best. They're like, I don't know. It's so cool, and that to me, just the energy just translates over to me, which is just amazing. It's just so exciting and such a release on the weekends, I guess. I don't know. I would do it every day if I could, but but yeah. So then, as I did that, I started learning about better ways to carry my equipment. And then honestly, it was mostly. I wish I could get his name up here. I don't know. I don't have his name exactly. He gave me a pod pack vest, which made it so I could hold my pod packs on top of me. And it was his vest. And I don't know, I just commented. I was just liking his photo or whatnot. And he was like, I was like, where'd you get that? That I like that because I can access the 6 pods up front.
Right.
And he was like, I'm looking to purchase a new one. I could send this to you. And I was like, I was like, I don't know, kind of jaw dropped. I was, I don't know, I guess maybe blushed a little or something. I don't know. I just what do you mean? Like what? But that's the community. I guess. And there, if they can help you in the way, and that's what Mike has continued to do. Even with paintballing, I love going down south and going to these events and stuff. I've been for a long period of time. I really wanted to get on his. Well, I still do, but I know that his roster is full for his Yeti squad. But I got my SAS, so we're good. We got that.
Well,
I'd like to get on a
tell us
team.
about that. How'd you get involved with them?
So, initially, okay. So, in my opinion, coming out of my words, is there was a GoPro video that got released by a player while I was playing on the field. I'm just having fun. I'm not with this prosthetic, just with one arm. I play, with the one arm, and sometimes they use the airline, sometimes use the tank, but either way around. Within that shot, or with SAS, it's a respect, honor, integrity is their big thing. And I really thought, I thought the changing point was when somebody posted a video of they thought they shot me. And then I turned around 180 degrees and capped them. And they were doing like a single shot in the woods. And I was just walking down a trail. And they thought they hit me. And I turned around and just laid down one shot and just perfectly hit them. It was so amazing. And they had GoPro footage of it. And they posted it. But afterwards, after the incident occurred, we both shot each other. And I'm like, so, hey, what do you want to do here? What's up? And we walked up to me to check to see if, he hit me or not. And it was questionable because it wasn't it was dried up old paint. But either way around, we both decided, let's just respawn. He's like, I got a farther walk than you. It's all good.
Wow.
And that's, I think that's where the, why, in my opinion, why, if you're gonna, it's, I guess the big thing there, what I was trying to get at is people who wipe or cheat or get shot and keep going. It defeats the whole purpose of the game. I don't know why. I don't honestly know why people would want to do that. I guess because they don't want to walk. I mean, I struggle breathing myself, but
I don't know. I've never come up with a conclusive answer for why people want to cheat, but that it does. It happens all the time. Let me do this. I'm trying to get both Melanie and I'm trying to get Yeti back, but that's not going to be possible. So here's what we're going to do. Let's look at this here. And all right, ready? Let me do this one.
My name is Kelley. I'm 31 years old. I live in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I was involved in an accident 7 years ago where I ended up losing my left arm. I was in a coma for a while. I fractured my skull. I ended up breaking my jaw off and having a paralyzed dislocated left arm after. I struggled for a period of time after that just to comprehend what to do next, where to go, a path to create for myself. After that, I began working with the insurance company and doctors to perceive what my next goal was. And it was a tough time to, with nobody directing me specifically to my next goal. But at the same time, persistency paid off. It was amazing. And I'm grateful for what I have to show for it today. I most look forward to just everything that requires two hands specifically, which is a lot on a day-to-day function, but specifically paintball would be awesome. I can't wait until I'll be able to pull the trigger on a gun, but simple things such as zippering up my sweatshirt, I think would be amazing. Being able to hold the one side and zipper up the other. There's a lot, holding a can, opening a can. I mean, that's just awesome. I mean, I could be able to, I could raise it up to a point that if I function it right, I can, have a straw going from a can. But holding a cell phone, anything that you can imagine with two hands. I got 10 fingers, 2 arms.
10 fingers, 2 arms.
The technology is just booming in 2020, and what you can imagine is possible.
Dude, that's on Yeti's Make Your Own Tracks. You guys can go check them out. Yeti is one of our sponsors of the show. It's also one of sponsors of Nick over here. Hey, that's going to ruin your health, man. So go check out Yeti. Go there. They are one of our sponsors of our show. And if you mention Reaper, you get 10% off. And we were supposed to have them on the show to give away some stuff. We can't. But you can see what they do is they're actually really big into supporting people in our community, especially Nick. They did a nice video for him. And Nick is out there actually making his own tracks. So good job on that, brother, man.
Yeah, I love his. I love the make your own tracks statement that he has. It's makeyourowntrackswear.com. Hashtag make your own tracks. Coming out with new stuff all the time. I love the wear. I mean the concept behind it is you can just go so many different aspects with it, and that's why I really love his clothing line. Not to mention the comfortability, the clothing. What I'm wearing right now, it's nice. Make your own tracks.
Nice.
It's a very thin material. Well, not thin, but very breathable.
Very breathable, right?
Good quality material.
So Kathy says hello. Kathy Goodeve says hello to you.
Hi, Kathy.
Nathan here in Los Angeles. He's a cool cat. He says hello. And we've got South Africa. Leon, he's saying hello to you.
Hello. I wish I could do a wave.
We got Leonard. How you doing, Leonard? We've got Sarah. We got Richie. Devon. There we go. And who else do we have? We've got, Kyle. He's a great guy. And we've got Polsky. He's a great guy too. Devin, what else do we got here? What is this one here? He's read the best thing about paintball. Anyone can play, no matter your ability, disability. It's fun for everybody. I agree 100%. Okay, cool. So let's do this.
I appreciate it. I'm so stoked. I look forward to trying to incorporate the prosthetic. This is me at the beginning. This is like, that's what I mean. Like Mike Goody really helped me out I don't know. He really did. We worked, to get, specifically that blue little collar thing. I don't know. It's a barrel plug around my neck. I love that thing because you never lose it. But this was in the stages. How can you access your pods? This is the inventive stage. How can you hold that gun? How can you maybe a lanyard for it that you could modify? It was super. That was Paintball Explosion. That was Clowns vs Zombies, I believe.
Yeah.
And that was that was where I don't know. I thought Nuketown. When I saw Nuketown, which was just that, it was a big game, but it was pretty exciting. And then the fact that, I don't know. I'm not Yeti Squad, I am SAS, but I was running with them, and I don't know. It was pretty cool. I don't know. I love that. That would be Mayhem tournament, Big Brother, Big Sister at Commando Paintball. It was a 3-man team. Me and Ninja, Joe is, I don't know his last name, but and AJ were on a team, and we took first. It was pretty crazy. I don't know. I was jaw. I don't know because that's me. I'm at Paintball Explosion. That's my homie Gage. Dude. So if there's one person, that's Mike Goody's son. I'm so stoked. You could tell. Oh, I know. I was so happy in that photo because like Gage is real cool because Gage, like, he'll like literally take his arm and put it behind his back and be like, hey, what's it like to, how can I do it? If I'm going to strap up with paintball equipment, and not just paintball, but everyday life. And that's awesome. I mean, a lot of people think that they're like, damn, what would it be like to go without an arm or do something without an arm? But the real challenge is take that arm and literally like tie it to your buckle behind your back and then go do your daily function.
Right.
So as I'm getting this prosthetic right now, it's like, I'm wearing it every day. It keeps going down on me here or there. I just have little hiccups because it's brand new technology. But it's I don't even know. I lost it. I don't even know.
No worries. What is Badlands?
Badlands. That Badlands. See, so all these photos, you can tell I'm always upgrading into. So this was where I wish I knew his name. I would give a shout out to him, the guy who gave me the vest. And I mean all that equipment. Just there's so much love in the paintball community. It's just incredible. The stock on it, everything I'm talking about. That's at Commando. I'm in like 6 inches of mud. You can see that my shoe is just complete. I'm just like, screw it. It's gonna go above my ankles. I'm wearing cleats.
Nice. Okay. So all the pictures I've seen, it looks like that you're right-handed and you lost your left arm.
Correct.
Okay. So here's my question. Are you going to be using this? Do you even know the price of this thing? Is it like multi-million-dollar? How much is this thing on your arm?
So I'm pretty sure it's in like the $100,000 price range. I don't know precisely. I didn't get the invoice yet on it, and we're still currently building stuff for it. I just got actually 10 minutes before I did this podcast, I got a text in from my prosthesis doctor to continue to speak with College Park, the designer who built this arm in 2018, who are located out of California as well. The prosthesis doctor asked me to get in contact with them just for an issue that we're having with it. So like I have a lot with that, just the prosthetic. I guess do I plan on using it for paintball? I've spoken to one of my prosthesis doctors, and he actually shared with me that he was looking to try designing a prosthetic that would be exclusively for paintball.
Wait a minute, exclusively for you for paintball, or
yes. So I'm already so we got the hand right, we got the elbow, we got the finger settings and stuff. You take the hand off and whatnot.
Oh no, not on TV. Oh, don't do that.
But you put it back on,
All right.
So I can hand you my hand,
Okay, cool.
But
so when you go
like a 360 risk and whatnot.
Okay, so when you go play, you are basically a right-handed person anyway, and the arm that you have, you're not going to be using when you go play though, because it's too expensive.
So initially, yes, you're right. Correct. I will not. I prefer not to, unless I'm going to maybe go out in a scenario. And I don't know how great it would be saying it now, and I'm definitely probably not going to after I say it now. But maybe long balling, that mag-fed tournament would be really cool at Paintball Explosion because being mag-fed, it's a farther distance. I don't have to worry about close impact.
Well, actually, yes, the mag-fed game that we play is close impact. It's all houses. We're playing on houses.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's even cooler though on that aspect. But I probably would not play with my prosthetic. It would be too expensive.
Right.
Not to mention, like what I was lost track where I was going. But like we're literally building and designing stuff that has never been built before.
Right.
For a one of a kind thing. And I'm getting off the phone 10 minutes before doing this with people just to get this prosthetic going too. It's a lot to learn, and not only that, it's eventually my brain will pick up on the signals from my muscles that control my prosthetic is controlled off my pectoral and back shoulder muscle.
Okay.
So here I'll show you guys. I'll explain to you guys a little bit how it's functioning. So I fire my at the moment it just switched to the hands. So I'm gonna fire my front pec muscle. And it brings the elbow down. I fire the back shoulder blade one. And it brings it up. I fire both at once. it switches cycles. I do the front one, or it switch cycles again. All right. So I'll do the back one. It will close the hand. I do the pectoral muscle. It opens it up. I do both, and it switches to the elbow. That's that. Literally, that is just me firing the pec.
Wow.
And so I have to build that muscle up, and it's being picked up by electrodes. Essentially it's your neurons from your motor cortex going down, being picked up by electrodes off the muscles. So because your body, the muscles create energy pretty much, and it just connects to a computer, and the computer picks it up and runs it into a program. But the most exciting part about it, which I'll change, put this back, but the most exciting part about it is my brain will pick up the signals. The neurons will start memorizing like a pattern. And so, which this is completely this is new stuff. So my chest muscles and back shoulders should eventually, when I just want to move my arm down, all I got to do is think about it, and it will already be in pattern. My mind will have remembered the cycle. And so I just think of moving the arm down, think of closing the hand. There's different cycles I can set into it by holding or open, or like if I fire the pec muscle long enough, I can, I'll show you. So say I fire the pec, I'll switch cycles to the hand. So if I hold the pec muscle, I'm firing the pec.
Yeah.
I could switch to a different cycle. Like this is one that would be used for paintball.
Right.
Essentially, because then I could just control.
Wow, dude.
And then there's also so I could set 4 different settings, and I actually could show you. I have it right here. I was going to. It takes me two seconds. Some of the settings that I could put in. I could program this. It's called it's myographing is what they're doing, but I just turn it on right here. I'm hooking up to a tablet. I'm hooking the hand up to a tablet because it's Bluetooth. Connect. All right. I don't know. We'll see how long. Maybe we can get this done. Show on. Okay, connecting. So, what I'm looking at right here is a screen with a whole bunch of different little preset hand motions.
Right.
And now, so I could click these, right, and learn which ones are which. And then now they just not only do they switch it, but I can now function that. So then I switch it to a different one.
Nice.
Where are we at? All right. Let me just get it to a level point where you got it.
Okay.
Okay. So I got where is this double trigger? I don't know why I can't. Moving the camera's opposite.
All right.
All right. So I got the thumbs up, which is kind of cool.
Nice. You can't flip anybody off, can you?
They changed that setting, so they took that out of there.
All right.
But yeah, it's so, and I can program 4 of these settings into it at one time.
Wow.
So that, I could set it off with my cell phone, so I could do different functions with different. So like this one, I could carry a plastic bag and then go move this thumb over and hold the soda at the same time.
Wow, that's amazing.
You
know, listen, Angel says that you need a trigger walking method mode. Do you have a trigger? Can you walk the trigger on your?
I don't have a walk the trigger. So physically, what I'm gonna have to do in order to walk the trigger, which there's who knows? Maybe there would be. I could talk to the people in New York at my island
Well, what happened when you were when like a couple of minutes ago when you were wrestling with the can and it was flying all over the place? What happened with that?
Well, so sometimes the muscles, so because it picks up on the muscles, right? So if when it goes all whack like that, so the reason what happened there was, I don't know, I tried opening the can and it squeezed it a little too tight, and so that went spraying everywhere, and so then I was like, oh my god, and I kind of panicked a little bit because. Yes, it's expensive, and my carpet's brand new, and and so then what happens, which is even worse?
No liquids. What are you doing?
And then the muscles. Well, luckily this rubber glove protects it. It's just at the wrist part, it's definitely not
nice.
Like this rubber glove definitely helps it, but then it has that hole there, and like that's what that's there for. Collect not water, but dirt.
Okay.
But so when that happened, I kind of panicked, and that sends my muscles to just do whatever as I'm like frantic.
Yeah.
And so it kind of just sets the arm off to go freak out. And so I couldn't, and then I just lose cycle, and then the can's just going everywhere.
Okay.
And so I didn't even try opening the hand. You can see the can. I just bent it out and took the can out.
Dude, it's been a great show with your computer crashing, you squishing the can. Yeti can't get his audio. Jeff's got his double audio. I was like, okay, cool. We got the point across. We were able to get the point across. It wasn't as clean of a show as I'd like. I was hoping that you'd be able to put this in your archive and show everybody. But you know what? It made it that much better because it was organic and everything went crazy. But I liked it. It was all good. All right. Before we let you go, do we leave anything out? Do you want to thank anybody? You want to thank the guy who created this thing? Do you want to thank the doctor? What do you got? I would like to. There's Tim so I could just throw shout outs here. Immediately I'm going to go with number one. I would go with Mike Goody. He got me into paintball. He got me, helped out just the first steps onto the field. Doctors at St. Vincent's Hospital, they saved my life. EMT, first responders, first person that got to me was a cop. Saved my life. There's and that but into the paintball community, there's so many people that have helped me. I don't even know where. I kind of just lose track of all the names I could go. The prosthesis doctor, Vikram. Vikram has just been. He drives hours. I go to an appointment. Yeah, I might be there for 8 hours a day, or 8 hours in a day at a period of time. But the thing is he's driving 4 or 5 hours. He's coming from wherever he's coming from. Wow.
Specifically, I know he's coming from 4 or 5 hours sometimes away. And just to come to that appointment that I've spent, I get frustrated sometimes. And so I appreciate that he is very inspirational. It's the technology he's showing me. It's where the energy is kind of coming from. It's a 7-year goal that I finally got this arm. Paintball is amazing. I love the fact that people are getting inspiration from it. Nice. It's something that I did naturally just as an escape of life. And I think you should challenge yourself to try that. If you're looking for, just something to do on the weekends, a place to go, something to do, YMCA. Yeah, that can be fun, but, that can be lonely sometimes, or maybe you don't have a workout partner or something. But if you go into a paintball place and you get you could be a shyest person ever. Somebody will come up to you. There's always somebody that will talk to you.
That's right.
And it's a home that you can create for yourself. Yes, a YMCA is a home. I go to the Y myself, but I'm just saying, you can run on a treadmill or you can run next to a whole bunch of people on a field and have a crazy.
Dude, well said. I like it, brother man. Listen, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. You've been a big inspiration, and I'm glad that more people in the community got to hear your story. I know that there's a lot of people jumping at you and wanting you to sign contracts and listen, back off, guys. Back off. Let the guy breathe for a bit, right? Let him just like get his thoughts organized and his life organized and stuff. Just he's going to be part of our community for a very long time. So just leave him alone for right now. Stop.
One thing I look forward to is shooting 2 guns at once. Yeah, I got 2 hands again. So you say, are you going to be using it for paintball? I don't know. You don't know. I mean, you know.
Okay. So you know
I
what?
spoke to my prosthetic doctors, and we discussed this, and you know, yes,
Okay.
we need to discuss some more. But I would like to have 2 guns, you know, just like this, just.
Okay, listen, Mr. Gunfighter. When you come out to World at War for the pistol event, if you're going to still use that arm, what you could probably use is put like a like an arm pad or something on it. Like a slider arm pad that we use, and then we'll give you 2 pistols, and you can try it. Just don't shoot yourself in the face.
I mean, I want to make that sure, as everybody is here. So my prosthetic, it will not be something I'm running with as, like I'm a pro paintballer, like type style thing. Like I'm not gonna go out. I'm a big woods ball, big game scenario guy. But I've gone out to Siege, played some speed. I love speedball because it's got that burst of energy. But I won't be going out there with my arm and running up against the bunker or whatever. I've already been playing, and that's the way. Because once I lost my arm, I chose to have it amputated because the health issues. They said it might come back, it might not. After a year, I got approved for insurance. I chose to have it amputated and go forward with my life and play paintball was part of it. It was exciting to me that I could do it. I conquered that challenge of playing it with one hand. Now I look forward to conquering my prosthetic, and if I can incorporate that into my daily life of our weekend, style life of paintball, I would love to. But for the most part, I will be running just with one hand. I won't be using the prosthetic.
Okay, cool. So Devin wants to know what your call sign is.
My call sign is push-ups.
Push-ups. I like it. There you go, Devin. Okay, listen, my friend. We are going to end it here. Thank you very much again for coming on the show. You're a really big inspiration. And I hope that people, when they see you, they're going to know a little bit more about your backstory and be able to connect with you. It's great. And again, if they maybe have come to the park and they've got I barely dragged my butt out of bed, and then look at you and they're like, oh, well, fuck that. Wait a minute. Never mind. You know what I'm saying? You're that kind of like that inspiration of you've been through a hell of a lot worse than 90% of our population, and you came out shiny. It didn't destroy your heart. It didn't destroy your your amazing bundle of energy personality. So good on you, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Listen, hang out there in the green room. Don't run off, Nick. Just hang out 1 second. We're going to say goodbye to everybody. You guys, thank you very much again for coming on the show, watching us, hanging out. Thanks, Nick. Here, let me do a bump. Let me do a bump. Put your.
Yeah. Hold on. Where we go? I gotta move my thumb.
All right. Let me do come over here and you can do let me see, do a bionic bump. You got it? Oh, damn. All right, cool. You win. You win.
I don't know. It's hard to look at the camera.
Don't worry about it. Bye, you guys. Be safe, and I'll shoot you soon. Take care. I'm going to play my Nick, don't run off, okay?
Gotcha.
There you go. Don't run off.